Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now today is a return to a old show really, but I'm basically revitalizing it. It's got a new format and it's a bit different than it used to be. But this is Huzzy Update. So this series basically revolves around me just talking to you guys, giving you updates on different things and giving my perspective of different things. So a big part of this will be actually talking about, you know, what is it like to be a YouTuber? What is it like to be the person running HuzzyGames? You know, if you're an aspiring YouTuber or a smaller YouTuber, it gets a lot more stressful when you get to even my subscriber numbers, and I can't imagine what it's like when you get to Fi's numbers or Foxdrop's numbers. It must be insane. So yeah, I'll be talking about that, I'll be talking about different things, and then yeah, I'll be talking about just random things. So how is solo queue going for me? Have I spoken to any interesting people throughout the last month? Am I playing any other random games, you know, other than League of Legends? Have I watched any good anime, films, or TV shows? And, you know, just hit bits and pieces here and there. And then also at the end, because I'm probably going to make this a monthly thing, at the end of the show, I'm going to probably have a random topic that I talk about. And that can change every single month. I could talk about the same thing, you know, if it's a big topic, or it could change every single month. And that could be anything. That could be literally me talking about what do I think of the League community in general, what do I think Riot needs to do to fix it, or just something completely different, you know, how to actually secure yourself a job or interview process or stuff like that. And then, yeah, there'll be also some random bits and bobs. If I'm going to any events or anything's interesting happening, then I'll mention that too. But anyway, let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about just really quickly, as I know a lot of people probably won't be interested, but is university. So I just wanted to kind of remind you again, I start university this Monday. I'm currently recording this on Saturday the 26th. I go back to university on the 28th. I'm looking forward to it, I'll be honest. I've had now 5 months off, which is way too long. And this is my final year. My final year upcoming is, that's it. You know, after this year, I will be done with education unless I choose to do a master's, which I'm still on the fence about. But yeah, currently I'm on a first, which is the highest grade you can be on in the British system. And I'm doing very well. But yeah, it's still up in the air whether I'm going to do a master's, because I could do a master's in Cambridge as well. So I'm not sure. You know, if you get a master's from Cambridge University, then you'll probably get a job very, very easily. But then it's like another year of education. And I'm like, do I really want to do that? But then my only thought process is, when I finish my degree in, like, say, I think it's like in 9 months I finish my degree. If you actually like take the time, it's like 9 months away I finish my degree. I'm most likely not going to go into a workplace straight away, like look for a job straight away. I'm most likely going to do YouTube, maybe up until Christmas or something, just to kind of retune my batteries, be like, okay, I've had all my life of education. Let's just do, like, I don't know, maybe even a year of just YouTube and see how it goes. Let's see if I can actually make YouTube my job. Because obviously in this upcoming year, while I'm in university, I'm still going to be growing the channel. You know, and with that, yes, I do make more money, and that could, in fact, make it so I can have an apartment, pay the bills just from YouTube, which would be great. But then I've also thought, well, if I do a master's, then I can just continue doing my YouTube stuff anyway, and then, hey, I get a master's as well. So there's all thoughts going in my mind. But yeah, university, looking forward to that. Also, give some advice to you guys at home. If you're going into a brand new school, a brand new college, university, whatever your system is, big part of advice is, especially the higher you go, so the older you get, you can basically reinvent yourself if you want to. If you was the high school kid that nobody talked to, or you just didn't have any friends, you can go to the next kind of school up. So you can go to college or university and completely change yourself if you want to. If you're happy, if you want to do that, you could then just be like a lot more confident because nobody knows you. You just put yourself out there. But then another big part of advice I want to give is groups and societies. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I go to every single society and all that. I don't. I joined 2 societies when I went to university. 1, the Video Game Society. 2, the League of Legends Society. Your university or college will most likely have these as well. And it gives you instant connection to people. Like, that's one thing to say, is when you put yourself out there in university, you're there with people, like, with like-minded people. So example, the League of Legends Society, you join it and go, hey, my summoner name is this, they give you they give you theirs, and then hey presto, you've got an instant kind of friend group straight away. So there's a good idea for if you have not done that yet, and good luck You know, wish me luck and good luck to yourself as well in education. It's very, very important. Moving on. Next one is YouTube life. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this because again, it's a pretty big topic that nobody talks about. You know, I am somebody that YouTube is a massive part of my life, not just because I do YouTube, but also I watch a lot of YouTubers. Trust me, I am subscribed to about 200 YouTube channels and I pretty much watch them all. You know, if I don't watch it, I don't subscribe to it. It's that simple. And yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube. You know, I started out YouTube because I was inspired by Jesse Cox and Total Biscuit. Both of them people, and here's the thing, both of them people started their YouTube channels a long time ago or did content because they were bored. Jesse Cox got fired from being a teacher. He was a high school teacher. He got fired because it just didn't click with him. And then he was unemployed. He didn't know what to do. So hey, he started making YouTube videos and it took off. I was pretty much in the same situation. I was in a gap year before university. I was bored out of my mind, so I started making videos and it took off. Obviously, it's a bit of a different scale, but it's the kind of the same thing. So one thing to say as well, I get a lot of messages from like lower subscribed YouTube channels, and that's great. I love giving advice. Always welcome. You know, I always love giving advice, and it's always welcome if you need some. But make sure you're doing YouTube for the right reasons. Make sure you're doing YouTube for fun, entertainment, or whatever you want to call it, or something to do. Do not do YouTube for fame, money, subscriber numbers, viewer numbers. They are the bad reasons to get in YouTube, especially at the start. Like people like Total Biscuit, Jesse Cox, PewDiePie, they probably only care about that stuff now. They probably only care about money, subscriber numbers, viewer numbers, because it's their job. You know, when you're in an actual job, you care about how much you make or how much you're getting out of it. But when you're first starting, trust me, you do not make any money. Like my situation, I've been doing YouTube now for just like 2.5 years, I think. I didn't make any money doing YouTube in the first year, literally the first year. And then you're talking, you know, a $10 check, you know, a month or something like that. You know, it's nothing. And I will say, you know, I'm earning okay money now. It's pretty, for what I do, it's actually pretty good. But it took a long time to get here, and it's pretty, like a lot of people say it's hard, it's not hard work to do this. It is hard work. You know, yes, I play League of Legends. Great. Yeah, you play League of Legends too, you're not making money, I am. But then I have to commentate, I have to make sure that I'm entertaining, or at least trying to be. I've got to make sure that my comments are right most of the time. Obviously, I say things that are wrong. I'm human. You know, recently I did an episode that I was against a Viger, and I said he should be building tier. Apparently, that's not the most recent build, but, you know, I haven't seen a Viger in ages, so I'm not surprised my knowledge is outdated. But then you've got to deal with the comment section. There's a lot more than people think. You know, private messages, sponsorship requests, the works. Like, there's a lot behind the scenes that people don't really realize, and this job is a lot harder. It's a lot more, what I'd say with this job, it's easier to do in terms of the work. Like, I'm not balancing accounts for a major company. I'm not making massive investments with a lot of other people's money. I'm not doing that stuff. That stuff's really hard. What I'm doing is mentally taxing, you know, in the comment section. That stuff, I'm not surprised most YouTubers don't even look down there anymore. But that is, you know, you get people saying, I love what you do, keep doing it, you make my day. And then you get other people saying, stop doing YouTube. It's like, it's the most mentally taxing thing you could probably ever do. And people do not get that. You literally get drained by watching the comment section on YouTube channels. But yeah, it's good. And I'll say again, like I said earlier, if you're a YouTube channel and you want some advice, I am willing to give advice. I'm not somebody that does collaborations very easily. It has to be worth it in my mind, but I'll always give advice because I love seeing new content creators come out. And yes, sometimes it does hurt me a little bit that I see a brand new YouTuber on Reddit and then in a couple months they're bigger than me. Yes, that does hurt, but I still enjoy it. You know, I've been right around, you know, when Sky started doing YouTube, when Donkey started. I've been around since the start of these guys, and seeing them guys explode is really damn cool. Spazzy, I was there right at the start of him as well. So yeah, I've been around a long time, and I literally don't mind when people overtake me. You know, a big example, I don't like talking about the guy really, but Profesco, he actually asked me for advice like 2 years ago. I had more subscribers than him. He asked me for advice. I gave him some advice, and yeah, he's at like 500,000 now or something. Like, you know, it just depends what content you do, really, I think. I know comedy channels grow a lot quicker because they have Reddit on their side, where educational like me, Reddit don't really like us that much because we're not entertaining, but I'm okay with that. I like what I do. But anyway, let's move on. How is solo queue going? Solo queue is... I'll just say solo queue is really depressing for me at the moment because a lot of people say, oh, you mention it too much. The reason I mention that, oh, I used to be Diamond 1 is because I'm trying to get back there so badly and I'm failing. And I'm going to openly say I'm failing getting back to Diamond 1. I thought it would be well easy to get back to Diamond 1. Nope. I don't know what it is. I know I used to be better at the game. That is one thing. I'm going to put my hands up and say that right now. I used to be better than I am now, but it's obvious because I had more time to give back then. YouTube wasn't as serious. I wasn't doing videos nearly every day. I wasn't even in university back then. So I'm not surprised I've got worse at League. But I still think I'm Diamond 1 level when I'm playing well. And again, another thing to say is I know I'm not like amazing Diamond level when I'm recording or when I'm streaming. I can probably play at them levels if I actually manage to get there. But when I'm recording, again, 50% of my attention goes to talking and thinking, you know, ahead just for the video. And it's very hard to climb when you're constantly thinking about, oh, what am I doing here? What do I need to say? You know, planning ahead. Oh, in 5 minutes, should I bring up that topic? Like, there's a lot going on in my mind that obviously you guys can't see. So, yeah, it's depressing. Solo queue. Right now, I'm in Diamond 3, I think, or 4. Diamond 3 or 4. I've got 2 accounts in Diamond. I know that much. I think one's in Diamond 5, because it got demoted, I think. And then one was in Diamond 2, and then that got demoted to Diamond 4. And I think it's in Diamond 4 right now. I was just in that was it. I was just in promotion series to get back to Diamond 3, and I failed that promotion series. We, unfortunately, had a situation that a lot of lower rated people will probably laugh about, but 2 people locked in support in my champion select yesterday because they're both support only players, and we had 2 supporters in bot lane. That has probably never happened in low rating, but yeah, that happened, and that is very common in Diamond to have 2 support mains and they only play support. Because the one thing I have to say, I respect support mains because it's not, in my eyes, a very fun role. You don't get a lot of glory. But the one thing with support mains in Diamond is please learn another role, because whenever they're put on another role, mid, top AD carry, whatever it is, they suck. And I will openly say support mains really do suck in other roles because they don't actually have pressure in mechanical skill a lot of the time when they're playing support. So when they're put on a mid laner or put on a top laner, they get completely wrecked. And it's like, god damn. So yeah, that's another thing you have to deal with in Diamond is support mains. They are good when you only have one of them in your team, but when you have 2 of them, ugh, it sucks. But yeah, I'm going to continue playing solo queue. Me and Fi have said we're going to duo a little bit more, I think. And me, Fi, and Foxdrop are also planning to do 5s content. A lot of people want to have more 5s content, because obviously the 2 big YouTubers that do it is Spazzy and the Peace Pigeon. Both of them are great guys. You know, I talk to the Peace Pigeon a little bit. And yeah, they're great. And me, Firefox Drop, we might be trying to do our own version of that, maybe. But obviously all 3 of us will do videos on it, where obviously Spazzy's the only one that does videos with his friends and Peace Pigeon does his videos for his, where us 3 will probably do videos on the same content. Kind of like the H2O Delirious, Vanos, Nogla, kind of like that friend group, I think. Which should be fun. And basically we just have to find the time, and we have to find 2 extra people that will kind of complement the videos, because it's not a simple situation going, oh, I'll play with you guys, you know, I'm diamond level as well. We have to find characters that would be good for the videos, because yeah, that's what it's all about. You know, we're doing 5s for videos, we're not doing 5s just for doing 5s. So it's a bit of a different situation, but yeah. Moving on, what other games am I playing at the moment? A lot of games. I'll honestly say I have way too many games that I'm playing, especially that University is back on Monday. But obviously, League of Legends, obviously. Counter-Strike Go, recently got into that quite a lot, playing at least 1 competitive match a day. And I know that's not a lot, but obviously I have a lot of other games to play. But 1 competitive game a day. If you must know my rank, I'm only Gold Nova 1, but I've literally just started. It's okay. And, you know, I'm playing with people that are very high rank. You know, we've got the Dignitas Pro team that I might try to get in contact with, play with them a bit more. I've got Vale. A lot of you may know him from Absolute Zero. He's very good at the game. Me and him have been playing a bit. And, yeah. I think I'll be able to get to a decent rank. I've just got to play a lot more. Other games though, I've been playing some Rocket League occasionally with some friends. Been tempted to do a video on that, but I'm not sure. So Rocket League, Mad Max, again, that's very good. The new Metal Gear Solid, very good. And what did I buy yesterday? Oh, FIFA 16, yeah. I haven't played a FIFA game. I worked it out until Rooney was on the front cover, and that was FIFA 10 or 11. So I've not played FIFA for about 5 years. It's hardly changed. It's still FIFA. It's just better. But yeah, I'm playing that. You know, FIFA, it's bringing back old memories from when I was like in my mid-teenage years, when all my friends were playing FIFA. Literally everybody was FIFA or Call of Duty. That was it on Xbox 360. So yeah, it's good to play FIFA. It's just relaxing. It's nice playing on difficulty. I think the one down from the best. I think I think world class is the best. I'm one down from that, so it's okay. I used to play on the hardest difficulty, but I haven't played in 5 years, so it's going to take me a little while to get back to that level. And then other things, so any animes that I'm watching, films and that stuff. Anime, what I'd recommend to watch, because I'm actually going to be doing a video soon on my top 5 animes. I actually have it all planned out. I just need to record me talking about them. But I'd recommend watching 2. One, Gangster. It's relatively new. It's kind of an adulty one, but it's very good. It's about like people that have extreme fighting skills, and really good. Gangster. And Ushio and Tora, I think it's called. Ushio and Tora, something like that. Again, very good. It's about a guy, a legendary weapon, and a demon, and how they kind of team up, but they do and they don't team up, and they're amazing fighters, both of them, and they kind of take on the demonic world in different ways. Really good as well. So they're the 2 I recommend. As for a film, I'd honestly say Man Up is probably the best film I've watched in the last month. It has... I don't know who the woman is. I did recognise her though, but the man is Simon Pegg. And yeah, it's a weird... It's like a comedy relationship film, but it's actually really good. And that's called Man Up. And then as for a TV show, recently I've been just watching Game of Thrones the whole way through again. This would be my 4th time the whole way through, I think. But is there anything I'd recommend? Oh yeah, Ray Donovan. If you've not watched Ray Donovan before, watch Ray Donovan. Again, it's kind of adult, so if you're a kid, don't watch it. But I think it's just about to finish season 3, I want to say. It might be season 2, but I think it's season 3. Very good again. It has Liev Schreiber in it. I probably butchered his name, but he was the guy from X-Men Wolverine Origin. He played Sabretooth. I really like him as an actor, and he plays Ray Donovan really well. Also, Angelina Jolie's dad is in it, who plays Ray Donovan's dad. But yeah, that's it. There you go. So if you watch these, let me know what you think of them in the comment section or on Twitter or something. And then, yeah, we're going to just be talking about a couple more random things here and there for the rest of the show. Again, this does not have any time limit to this show. This is kind of like, think of it as a podcast. And that is actually one thing to say. Let's actually go into this topic. I might make this into a podcast. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to look into what would it take for me to get something on iTunes podcast or one of these websites that host podcasts, and I'll actually put it on there on iTunes or one of these things, and I'd also put it on YouTube, but it would be I wouldn't be on camera. It would be like a blank graphic that would literally would say you can minimize the video. This is a podcast, and I might do that for a Huzzy update. And again, I really want to start getting involved in more stuff like that. So I've done some podcasts in the past, but if you're I don't know, if you know somebody that does a League of Legends podcast or a gaming one in general, you let me know. I'd love to do it. You know, I literally, size-wise, you know, I'd like there to be some viewers that obviously watch the podcast, but I'm really open to anything. I'd love to talk for a few hours about like League or just gaming in general, because obviously I do a degree in gaming as well. So yeah, I'd like to do that. Anyway, other things. Events. Oh, I'm a big dummy. So there's been 2 events this weekend that I could have attended, or at least one of them, obviously, but I completely forgot. So one, there was TwitchCon in San Francisco. That was the least likely one I was going to go to, obviously, but I don't know. I might try to go next year. You know, I hopefully will be a little bit bigger next year. And let's be honest, majority of people that stream on Twitch don't have any viewers. You know, it's very hard to get viewers on Twitch, and most people have at least less than 100. When I stream nowadays, we get about 300, which is amazing. It's fantastic. And sometimes it'll peak at 400 on a random stream. When I did the 12-hour stream, we had 600 viewers for pretty much the whole thing. It was really, really good. And yeah, so it means that I'm an okay-sized Twitch streamer. And I think, you know, if I went to TwitchCon, I think I'd actually have a pretty good time. Obviously, it's built for the people that get like at least 5,000 viewers every single time they stream, but you know, I'm still pretty decently sized, I guess, for streaming, because it's a lot harder to get an audience in streaming than it is on YouTube, which is surprising. Yeah, but then the other one, which is the big one, which is why I'm a dummy, is EGX. I've had people tweet at me, private message me saying, hey, where are you, EGX? I'd really like to meet you. I completely forgot EGX was even on. So if you're unaware, EGX is the biggest gaming convention in the UK. It's bigger than Comic-Con because, well, Comic-Con's more revolved around anime and stuff, where this is literally a gaming event that the industry is there. And I was going to go and I completely forgot. But Fire's there right now. Foxtrot might be, but yeah, I completely forgot. I completely apologise. I was going to go, I think, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I was thinking about this like a month ago. I wasn't going to go Sunday because I have university on Monday. But yeah, I completely forgot. So again, sorry if you were kind of expecting me to be there. But next year, I'll say, I've obviously been to a couple of events now. But I want to start to go to more. And yeah, oops. I will say this though, obviously if you're unaware, I don't drive. I ride a moped because I live in a city. I don't even have a driving license. I kind of know how to drive, but I don't have a driving license. And obviously me not having a car or the ability just to drive anywhere I want does limit me of where events I can go to, because it's just a pain. You know, getting a train or relying on my dad to take me or something, you know, it's a pain. So in this year, you know, one of my goals, let's say for the next year or so, starting now, is to pass my driving test and get a car. You know, that is a big goal because that will actually help me with YouTube, surprisingly. If I need to go into London for a meeting or go to the YouTube space in London, or I need to go to a convention, then having a car would be probably a very big help. So there's that. And then the final thing I want to talk about very briefly is obviously the recent situation we had with the comment section. And it wasn't even major. I think I made it out to be something that it was bigger than it was. It really wasn't that big. It just was a little bit that got to me. But all I'll say about this, if you've ever had like negative feedback or stuff like that, from even like, it was only like 3 people, where hundreds of people were saying positive things, but the 3 people can keep you down. Because that's the weird thing with YouTube. As a YouTuber, 100 positive comments makes you feel really, really, really good. 1 negative comment can bring you really down. One thing to say, if you are unaware of a YouTuber called Casey Neistat, some of you might be, but he basically does daily videos, like vlogs. Go watch his stuff. It's very inspirational. It basically tells you just to live life the way you want to live. But also, he recently did a question and answer video a few days ago. I mean, I can't remember which one it is, but a few days ago, he did a question and answer video, and he actually addressed bad comments and things like that. He literally snapped me out of whatever I was in, and he was like, basically, people who hate in comment section just don't have a very good life. And I don't want to sound really harsh in me saying that, but the way he worded it is that he doesn't mind if people don't like his stuff. Like me, I do not mind if people do not like my stuff. But for somebody to sit there, write a negative comment, they literally have nothing better to do. Like, if you don't like something, they could just leave. They could dislike it if they really wanted to, but just click the exit button and leave. But because they have literally nothing else better to do, they leave the negative feedback. And that's what you have to think. These people literally have nothing else going for them, and they have pain in themselves, or they have hurtful thoughts, whatever, so they want to hurt other people, bring them down to that level. And it helped me crazy amounts, because it's like, well, I'm never going to pay attention to these people again, which is great. You know, as I said, it was only like 3 or 4 people, but it gets to you. When you're the person making the videos, it's a bit different. But again, 99% of you guys are amazing. And sometimes, you know, you open the private messages on YouTube or on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, and you get a message like, I was this rating and now you got me here, or I used to be a rager and now I'm not. Them type of comments, man, make me feel really good. And I know that sounds very egotistical, but they really, really do. They spur me on to make more videos. Especially, like, I'll be honest, the ones that mean the most to me, well, the 2 big ones, is the ones I said. You know, I used to be this rating, and because of your help, I got to this rating. And I've had people in bronze say, hey, I'm now gold. I've even had someone in silver say, hey, I'm now diamond. And I'd say, a lot of your advice helped me. And I was like, wow, well done, dude. But another big one is the raging one. If I know, because a lot of people say, when you talk about raging, it's annoying, and it's never going to help. But when I get that comment that goes, I used to be a rager, but because of you, I'm not anymore, it's worth it. It's worth it in my eyes if one person no longer is a rager. you know, I try to change the League community for the better, one step at a time. And if that means one person every single week or every single year, I don't know, it's worth it. And I get them messages fairly often, and they make me feel really good. And, you know, recently, Riot has introduced the new reporting system, or their new behind the scenes. You know that little message that pops up saying, due to your report activity, someone has been punished? I have got 4 of those in the last week. I posted one of them on Twitter. I've had 4 of them pop up. And I was like, whoa, have I been reported? It's not that. It's literally, due to you reporting someone who was toxic, they have now been punished. I even saw, because I played a game with this stupid guy that did Disco Nunu, and I said to him, I'm recording, I'm going to hand it into Riot, enjoy your ban. He didn't believe me. He actually got permabanned. And I say I've probably got about 6 people that have Disco Nunu'd banned now. And yeah, it's pretty damn funny. And yeah, then I saw, because he put something on Twitter to me in the game after saying thanks for the game. And I was like, you absolute bum. He trolled and now he goes on Twitter to me. But then I clicked on his Twitter profile the other day, and then it said, you have now been permabanned. I laughed so hard. It was so good. But yeah, there you go. And one thing to say as well, just to quickly say, a lot of people say, oh, is it because you're a YouTuber you can get people banned in-game easier? No, it's not that at all. I'm treated the exact same as you guys. Obviously, yes, I know rioters, but I go through the same format. I go through putting in a ticket, but what I do is I supply evidence. I record most of the games I play, so if there's a Disco Nunu or something, I'll record it to YouTube, private the video so only people with the link can view it, and part of the report ticket that I hand in has the video of the person doing it. It's the ultimate evidence. They cannot get rid of that evidence because it's literally in video format. And yeah, as I said, I've literally probably got about 6 Disco Nunus banned. And as I said, 4 of them have popped up on my screen, and I've known about a couple others as well. So yeah, as I said in the video, it's kind of funny and it's ironic, but if you've ever watched Death Note, the anime, the quote, I am justice, I don't think of myself as justice, but it is kind of funny. But anyway, this has been the first episode of Huzzy Update. Let me know what you think. It's fairly long, you know, I'm not sure if every single one of them is going to go this long. I probably doubt it, but yeah, it's just, honestly, it's a series that actually helps me a lot because it just gets things off my chest, which is really nice. A big reason that I've actually decided to bring this back is, again, I watch Jesse Cox. He's a big inspiration for me. And he's recently started a new series called The Salt. And it's basically, he owns an esport organization. And it's basically a series just for him to get things off his chest about things that are frustrating him in the esport industry. So I thought I'd make this series just to get everything out there that I think I need to. And even if it's me just talking about it, like in a couple months' time, you're going to have me talking about, oh, I've got these assignments to do and there's so much going on. You're probably going to have that, but it just helps me get over it and gets me through it. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll say this is a video that if you want to have a conversation in the comment section, I will be down there having conversations with people. So hopefully we'll see some of you there. So thank you very much for watching or listening. And yeah, let me know what you think and any different things I could do. As I said, I might do the podcast thing. I'm going to look into that between now and next month. And yeah, thank you very much for watching or listening. Like the video if you did like this series. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.